Hi there, Katerina Barada here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about how diets can lead to hormone imbalance and weight gain, which is the exact opposite of what you want if you're going on a diet, right? So, if you have been trying out diets, if you're stuck in the diet binge cycle, yo yo dieting, or if you are interested in pursuing a diet in the future, maybe trying out something like the ketogenic diet or paleo diet or going vegan or any sort of restrictive diet, then definitely listen up because you might want to reconsider your path forward. So today we're going to talk about what are hormones so that you understand why you even have them and what their function is in the body. Then we're going to talk about signs and symptoms to look out for that can indicate that you might actually have a hormone imbalance. Lots and lots of people have hormone imbalances and they don't realize it. And this can apply to both men and women. Not just women have hormones. Hormones are in everybody's body, and we'll talk about why and what their function is. And then the third thing that I'm going to tell you about is ways that you can naturally balance out your hormones without going on a diet so that you can lose weight naturally if that's what you need to do, or you can stabilize your weight and just be healthy and thrive. So that's what we're going to get into today. If you're interested in hearing that, then listen on. All right. So, what are hormones? Hormones are your body's chemical messengers. They're released in multiple places in the body, such as your brain, your adrenal glands, your gut. All sorts of organs will release hormones when something happens, when some sort of event is triggered, and those hormones will travel to different parts of the body and trigger another event. So they're communicating what's happening on one side of your body so that the other side of your body can react efficiently in the way that needs to happen. And hormones sometimes trigger other hormones, so there's a hormone cascade. So one hormone will have one function and then it'll trigger another hormone that'll have another function in another part of the body. And it's a really beautiful song and dance that happens in your body, but you want this to flow smoothly. You want the hormones to be released when they're supposed to be released in the amounts that they're supposed to be released, and then you want the response to be healthy as well. Um, Hormones have a wide variety of functions in the body. This includes your metabolism and appetite. They regulate that. They regulate your heart rate, your sleep cycles, your reproductive health. If you have irregular periods or painful periods, that kind of thing, that's a sign of hormone imbalance, but I am getting ahead of myself, so let's keep on talking about what hormones do. They also regulate mood and stress level and body temperature and a bunch of other functions. So because, again, they are the communication system between one part of your body to the other part of your body, they're really integral to every part of your body's function, either directly or indirectly. Some signs of hormone imbalance that you want to look out for, some signs that there is something up with your hormone flow that isn't exactly healthy and happy and that you might want to focus on to rectify. Signs include heavy, irregular, and painful periods, just like I already mentioned. So if you've got amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, if you miss a period here and there, if you've got bad cramping, that might seem normal, but is not. It is a sign that there is a hormone imbalance, and that definitely wants to be healed and looked at. Night sweating and low libido are other signs of hormone imbalance. Indigestion, constipation, and loose stools are all signs of hormone imbalance. So if you do not have a daily bowel movement that is well formed, and if you have any signs of gas or bloating or discomfort with digestion, then there's a good sign that there's something going on with your hormones, especially if this happens on a regular basis. Blood sugar issues are also a sign of hormone imbalance. Your blood sugar is directly influenced by your hormones. Insomnia, fatigue, and exhaustion can all be signs of hormone imbalance. Dryness and thirst are signs of hormone imbalance. So if you think about menopausal women often have signs of dryness, that's because their hormones are just totally shifting. And a lot of the time they're shifting in unhealthy ways because of diet and lifestyle leading up to menopause. So signs of hormone imbalance include dryness and thirst. That's very common. Irritability, anxiety, depression, and mood swings are all signs of hormone imbalance. This isn't just a brain thing. This isn't just a mood disorder. It's actually a sign that there's something going on in your body that needs balancing. So a lot of people go on anti-anxiety medication or antidepressant medication, and that works on a hormonal level for sure to help your mood, but it is a much wiser path to look at the root cause of those mood disorders before reaching for medication. That will lead to more lasting results and a healthier healing response. Headaches are also a sign of hormone imbalance, and those are just a few of the most common signs of hormone imbalance. But basically, anytime you feel that something is off, then there's a potential that there is a hormone imbalance behind this. And if you have more than one of these symptoms, then there's definitely a sign, that's definitely a sign that there might be something going on with your hormones that you want to check out. So, how does dieting cause a hormone imbalance? Well, two ways. Dieting, first of all, can be really stressful on your system, right? So, it's really stressful to keep up with a diet. You have to think about what you're eating before you go anywhere. You have to think about what you're going to eat if you go out. You have to fight against yourself because you want to eat a cookie or a brownie and then you feel bad about yourself. And all of that is really stressful, and you don't have to do that. There's other ways. And I promise you, you don't have to go on a diet in order to be healthy. The stress alone that diets cause make it not worth it. And that stress, that triggers stress hormones such as cortisol. And cortisol is a fight or flight hormone. And what happens when you're in fight or flight mode is that all of the blood rushes out of your gut and into your muscles. Because if you were being attacked by a lion, let's say, you need to have that blood in the muscles so that you can run away really fast or fight that lion off. But if you're just constantly stressed, and if you're stressed because you're trying to keep up with a diet, then you're causing a chronic stress system in your body that is not healthy or natural. And that can lead you to not have enough blood in your digestive tract to not be able to digest properly. So as you can imagine, if you're not digesting your food properly, you're not absorbing all the nutrients that you need, that your food is giving you. Like, why eat if you're not getting the nutrients from it? But you're also slowing down your metabolism, messing up the way that you process food, so you end up gaining weight a lot of the time. It depends on your body type, but most people will end up gaining weight if they're under chronic stress. And so dieting is actually adding to that weight gain. So if you are not able to lose weight on your diet, or if you've plateaued, there's a good chance that stress is actually behind that. Diets don't just cause stress on a mental level, though. They also cause stress on your whole system because they create an artificial sense of feast and famine. So back in the day, we didn't know if we were going to have food for like a bounty of food for months at a time, right? So we would hit winter and there would still be the food left over from spring and fall, but then slowly food started drying up and we would hit a period of famine, of not having enough food to eat. And when you're in a period of famine, your body stores fat, right? So it stores energy. It doesn't process as quickly, so that there's still reserves available when there's no food available. And then when you enter a time of feasting in the spring and summer and late summer, early autumn, when there's this beautiful, bountiful harvest, you eat all this food and your body stores it so that then once you get back into a state of famine, you have enough reserves to keep on surviving, not just thriving, but just living at all. But the problem is, most of us are not living in a state of feast and famine in today's world, right? We usually have access to a bounty of food at any time of the year. But if you are dieting to the point of hunger, or of nutrient deficiency hunger. So if you are not giving your body the nutrients that it needs, then it's going to hang on to the nutrients that it has. And that's going to also stagnate weight gain or weight loss, right? So you're not going to be able to lose weight as easily if your body is hanging on to everything for dear life, literally. So you're causing this artificial feast and famine situation that you do not actually want. That's exactly the opposite of what you want by going on a diet again. You do not want to hang on to every little fat molecule because you're trying to slim down and be healthy, but your body is doing exactly the opposite because it's just trying to survive. So that's not what you want. So the lesson moral of the story here is don't go on a diet that causes you to be hungry or causes you to be nutrient deficient, because you will actually be messing up your metabolism and possibly contributing to weight gain instead of weight loss. So how do you balance your hormones? Well, the first thing that I would recommend doing is switching from a diet mindset, from what am I doing wrong, what should I avoid eating, to a nutrient mindset and a nourishment mindset. So a nourishment mindset is all about what can you put into your diet, what can you put into your lifestyle that makes you feel good and nourished. This is both food and lifestyle, right? So it goes beyond your plate to things that make you feel lit up and happy, because the better you feel emotionally, the less stressed you are, the better your body can process, the better your hormones flow, the better you will metabolize your food. So adding more nutrient dense foods into your meals and nourishing your mind and spirit as well are really, really important. So switching from a diet mindset to a nourishment mindset, and I've got another video on this that talks all about that. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. That is going to be the first step. The second thing is that in order to balance your hormones, you want to give it some time. This doesn't happen overnight. Your hormones are they have patterned responses, and so you want to give your body time to heal. It can take 3 to 6 months sometimes to fully rebalance your hormones. So don't expect it to happen overnight. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You can also start to harmonize your circadian rhythm. Ways to do this would be to get out at dawn and watch the sunrise. Expose yourself to blue light in the morning and avoid blue light at night. Blue light, artificial blue light, comes from cell phones and screens, TVs, computers, and all of that. So if you are going to look at your phone or a TV or a computer at night, then make sure that you've got a blue light filter. There's also blue light filter glasses that you can put on. Those are all going to be really important. But the more you can shut those things down after the sun goes down, the better off you will be. I know that's really hard sometimes, but just keep it in mind. So you want to expose yourself to blue light in the morning, and natural blue light is the best. So watching the sunrise is great because there's natural blue light in that, and avoid blue light in the evening. You also want to eat at regular times. So choose a schedule and stick to it. That's going to help to regulate your hormones, because you're going to start to get hungry at the same time after a while. Your body is going to have those hormones on the ready so that they can respond properly and improve your digestion if you're eating at the same time-ish every day. So within an hour every day would be beneficial. And also sleeping and waking at regular times. So going to bed at the same time every day and waking up at the same time every day is also really beneficial. And this doesn't have to be 100%. I mean, the daylight will shift throughout the year, right? So in the winter, it's a good idea to go to bed closer to sunset and wake up closer to sunrise. And the same applies in the summer. But in the winter, you're going to be sleeping more. And in the summer, you're going to be sleeping a little bit less. So those are some ways to harmonize your circadian rhythm, which is one of the foundations of your hormone cycle. Another thing that you want to do is adjust your activity level around your menstrual cycle if you are somebody who has a menstrual cycle. So times of ovulation are times when you can be more active, more social, really get out there and push yourself. But when you're menstruating, you want to take it easy, be slower, sleep more, eat more, rest more, and not push yourself. That will also help you regulate your hormones. Eating more nutrient-dense, high-fiber foods, as we already talked about, in changing from a diet mindset to our nourishment mindset, the first step is to include more nutrient-dense foods in your daily diet. So things like salmon, spinach, blueberries, all of that good stuff. There's a whole lot of nutrient-dense foods out there. I'm going to do more videos on what those are later, but just including more nutrient-dense foods. You can check out whfoods.com for more information on the nutrients in foods. But you just want to eat all the superfoods that you can get. And superfoods include everything from carrots to spirulina, whatever tastes good to you, whatever makes you feel good in your body. And then stress management is the final thing that's really going to help impact your hormone flow. So anything that makes you feel lit up, makes you feel easy and joyful is something that you should pursue. Meditation is a really great tool for this. Just sitting quietly and focusing on your breath for 15 or 20 minutes every morning is a incredibly powerful, life-changing practice. You're not going to be thinking about nothing the whole time. That's a misconception about meditation. What you want to do is just notice your thoughts, and then when you notice your thoughts, bring it back to your breath. And I will be doing more videos on how to meditate as well. We don't need to get into that right now, but you want to prioritize stress management in your life, especially if you have a hormone imbalance. And there you have it. That's how you recognize a hormone imbalance and how you can naturally start to remedy that hormone imbalance. If you want more, please do head on over to my website, katerinabarada.com. I've got a free step-by-step guide to intuitive eating on there that will change the way you eat and live. And it is really powerful practice. It's a really great mindset shift to switch from a diet mindset to a nourishment mindset. And I hope that you head on over and download it for your sake, because it is revolutionary and it's awesome. And please do follow me on Instagram and on my YouTube channel. And that's all for now. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.